Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Friday, the 24th of October. I'd like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here where it is gorgeous. There is a slight breeze, it is blue and it is lovely thus far. Uh, why does it look like this? What is going on? Oh my god, this is a completely, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay, all right. My whole screen is just weird. And we are in Mercury shadow and Scorpio season. So welcome. Oh, it looks like it's working. I can see I've got two people here. So good morning. How are you? All right. So as I was saying, good morning, Alicia. All right. So it is now Scorpio season. The sun is at 000 something of Scorpio. And oh my gosh, I could feel that coming straight away. Good morning, Emma. How are you? All right, so moon is still in Scorpio, so I mean it's like a new moon, but it's not. We don't get a Scorpio new moon until the end of the month. So the moon does move into Sagittarius at 3:19 or 3:20 this afternoon. So you'll feel that, like if you're in it right now, then you'll feel that lift around that, after school pickup. Good morning, Susan. How are you? All right, so I'll just quickly read the words. So watch for the urge to do something impulsive today. All right, so it could be beneficial to put some safeguards or precautionary measures in place so that you don't fall back into old destructive patterns of behavior. It may feel like a lot today, but the rewards for the deliberate actions that you take will be totally worth it in time. All right, good morning, Amanda. How are you? So the moon. All right. Opposition to Uranus at 4:30. So watch out for that unexpected stuff around 4:30, even though I just said that you're probably going to feel lighter and better after 3:30. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Kath. Good morning, Louise. How are you? All right, so now the moon is trine Neptune around 3. So it's looking like the afternoon is going to be way more. Okay, so the trine to Neptune at 3, which makes us a little bit like meh. And then the moon moves into Sag, which is much more like yay. And then that opposition to Uranus at 4:30. So that's a bit like, oh, unexpected. All right, and then after 6 p.m., we've got a sextile to Pluto starting. So if that unexpected awareness that happens around that 4:30 mark, then it might actually start some cogs of change turning. Potentially, we are in Scorpio season. It is a time for you to look into the depths. All right, it is totally a time for that. All right, now another one that is, so we've had that in conjunct, the two in conjuncts that I was talking about yesterday, with the universe going, look at your relationships, right? They are now past, only just, so they're still very relevant, but they have passed. But the square to Pluto happens at midnight, all right? So all day we're going to be feeling this. All right, the sun's in Scorpio, all right? Dig deep, think death, sex, other people's money, investments, intimacy, problems around intimacy in relationships. All right, those two things are very much still connected. And that square to Pluto, which is now direct in Aquarius, saying how are we going to transform our future? Well, we've got to look within to heal the parts of ourselves that are somewhat bruised or sensitive, so that we can bravely move forward, so that we can conquer our fears. Again, with the deliberate action, like it's very easy to fall back into old patterns of behavior, whatever your escapist tendencies are. All right, so it could be people pleasing, it could be drugs or alcohol, it could be fucking sex addiction, it could be anything. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Elizabeth. Yes, well, Elizabeth's just said that she's been looking in the depths for a couple of weeks, and I absolutely agree, because Mercury has been in Scorpio for a while, so has Mars. All right, so this is a very much an extended period of Scorpio time. Fucking here for it. So What else have we got? All right, so Jupiter is also square Chiron right now. All right, so Jupiter in Cancer. Yesterday I was talking about that grand trine between Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. And we were saying that the awareness of the family ancestral patterns that we get, and because we are looking at these things, we are in investigation mode, Mercury and Scorpio, we are able to see where these foundations that we have built our lives upon in our subconscious needs some work. All right, so that awareness and the square to Chiron, Scorpio season. All right, we might be all like, yeah, I'm so good, I'm ready for it. But really, we're like, oh my God, I really don't want to address this shit. It's gonna hurt. But again, the actions that you take now, you're going to thank yourself for it in the future. All right, so what else? So the square to Pluto, again, Scorpio season. Today is a little bit more tricky. Good morning, Karen. How are you? And then that Jupiter square Chiron. So yeah, I mean, I hope that you are easily becoming aware of why it is you do what you do, you know? So, and getting help to process those things as well. I mean, we all have our own awarenesses, but when you get told things by professionals, you're like, oh gosh. Okay. Yes. So yes. Okay. Oh, was that the only one I dropped? Ooh, do I read the one that dropped? I think I might. Phoenix Rising. I think this was the one that wanted to jump out straight away. I'm like, yeah, all right. I love this one. All right, we've got to go into the fire so that we can be transformed, transmute that energy. That is card number 32. All right. Glasses. All right. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. So you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal it. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. All right, so the action for this one says to write down all the things that you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears from worst to the smallest one. I like that because, by writing things down, you are facing it, you're identifying it, and therefore your rational mind can kick in and go, oh, is this just an old, unfounded fear? More than likely at the age that we are now. All right, so place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear and say to yourself or aloud, I am willing to let this fear go. And I love this to work in conjunction with that Jupiter Chiron and the Scorpio Pluto. So if you are feeling feely, then you are exactly where you should be. Put on your bravest big girl undies and just deal with shit. Like, seriously, I had a conversation yesterday and it was like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen if you tell someone your truth? All right, your experience. This is how I see it. This is how I'm feeling it. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? They're going to be a dick? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they don't know how you feel because you're so fearful of getting yelled at that you don't want to express yourself. But maybe that was your younger self that used to get yelled at all the time. So, and then you fear expressing yourself because of the ramifications, but you are not that person now. So that's me for today, guys. Just remember that the moon does move into a Sagittarius. Hi, Sam. You're going to have to watch the replay. The moon moves into Sagittarius at 3:20, remembering that we've got that maybe, around that 3 o'clock mark when the moon is trine Neptune, might be a good time for a nap. We get that 3 o'clock slump unless you are a school mum, and then that's the time that you have to pick up your kids, and then boundaries are all out the snacks and sleeping on the lounge sounds good. So yeah, and that Uranus opposition at 4:30. So just be aware, expected the unexpected. Could be something exciting as well. So that's me, guys. I am working tomorrow, so I will not see you tomorrow. But I hope you have a fabulous weekend. It does look like, obviously I'm going to put the words. Oh, you need to go to the three dots, Sam, and ask the three dots to notify you when I come live. That's the only way I know how to do it. So yeah, sorry. Watch for the messages in your dreams last night. That's tomorrow. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read tomorrow. Sorry, I said I was going to go, but here I am. The Saturday. We're in a position right now that is very Bilbo Baggins at the beginning of his journey. Or do you remember Bastian Balthazar Box? So, oh, okay. So, we're very much in this journey space right now. And obviously that is because of the Sag moon. And, Sunday might be a little bit more sensitive because you are facing things. I've written at the top, healing is hard. You must face what you want to avoid. So that's the weekend, the beginning of a journey where you must face shit. So, so thank you. You have a beautiful day too, Elizabeth. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I will see you next week. Mwah.